Hi and welcome. I am Carrie Heron and I am happy to have you here with me. And there's one thing that I did not do. I'm going to change my audio. If you can hear me, please let me know if you can hear me. If you're here and you can hear me, let me know. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one, if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. I'm Carrie Heron and I'm joining you live today because I have some exciting news to share with you. I'm live streaming on multiple platforms on YouTube, on Facebook, and I have exciting things to share. I've been working on my team and I have been working behind the scenes on some things, and we're going to let you in on the news. So today is the sixth day of the sixth month. Can you believe it? How is it that it's already the 6th of June? How is it that we're already in the middle of the year? We're in the, which is starting the third quarter, which is absolutely crazy. It's just crazy. We're halfway in the middle of the year and things have gone by so quickly, especially this last quarter. And I know it has been a challenging time for many. It certainly was indeed for myself, a whole bunch of reasons, both in my personal life and in business. And that's also a great opportunity because every time we have challenges, the challenges are really opportunities presenting themselves in very interesting ways for us to be creative about how it is that we get around things. And so it also allowed me to work on some things that I really want to share with you. So, how are you doing a check? Please share with everybody. Tell everybody that I'm on, and I would like to see you guys coming in. We're going to be talking today about getting booked, getting your products booked, getting your services sold, getting your services booked rather, and your products sold, and just getting busy. Period. And when I say getting busy, I mean literally just having a very busy calendar being booked out. That's very important in this day and time because despite what is happening in the economy, we declare that we refuse to participate in any sort of recession. We are recession proof and we're recession proofing our income. We're future proofing our income by applying strategies that I teach here and in other places. If you can hear me, let me know. I want to make certain that I'm being heard. So I am here. I am here this in my office today. We're talking about getting booked and what's the secret to getting booked, sold, and busy. So, the pandemic, everybody has stopped talking about the pandemic. Have we stopped? Have we forgotten really what that was like? I don't think we have forgotten. There's no way we can forget. But I see that life seems to be going back to normal for lots of people, and life also seems to be better for many other people. I notice I'm seeing a lot of new cars, whereas over the past few years, I have not seen a lot of new cars on the road. People were quite reluctant to spend on certain consumer items. So I guess by now you feel like, okay, it's time to fly the gate and to make up on the time that's lost. But I also feel that there are other things that are going on. There are, in the US alone, there have been $200,000 layoffs in about 70,000 companies. And that's crazy. 200,000 layoffs since January. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And these are people in really great companies that people thought would have been really stable, And over the pandemic, it would have been millions. So this is really just something that we really have to think about, that there is no job security in this day and age. And we're seeing so many shifts that are happening. There's certain industries that are no longer fail proof. For example, academia used to be the one thing where you were guaranteed to have tenure eventually. You were guaranteed to be able to go into retirement, and you just stay on your job for like all your life, all your professional career if you wanted to, and you'd be fine. However, things have been shifting where education is concerned. Things have been shifting a lot in a lot of different industries. Things have even been shifting in technology. And even though technology is growing and expanding, we still see a lot of contraction in in a lot of tech companies. We've seen all of these layoffs at Twitter, at Microsoft, at LinkedIn, at so many other places, too many numerous to count. Definitely Facebook and Meta. So what are the things that are going on in the world? We're talking about the academia, and in academia, things are shifting because millennials are no longer buying into the idea that you need to go into debt of 100, 200,000, you know, dollars to get an education and then work like a pig to get that back. And so people are just not, they're not buying into it. Younger people are saying there has to be another way. They're not saying that they don't want to work. They're not lazy by any means. It's just that they are challenging the status quo, challenging what it is that we have come to accept as the culture in terms of work and what is expected of us, that we go in university, and if you don't have a scholarship, which is the vast majority of people, then you pay for it through student loans, and then you think about paying that back afterwards. And before you even graduate university, by the first year, you're getting credit cards by companies, especially in the States, that are eager to get you to spend money even before you even learn to understand money. And so you're in debt with student loans and consumer debt by the time you graduate, to the point where you are practically burdened for life unless you find a way to get off of that hamster wheel, sorry. And it ties your life up in so many other ways because it restricts your freedom to make different choices in terms of what it is that you want to do with your life. What are the goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and how you want to go about it. Where people will be tied to different industries because simply wanting to earn enough money to cover those expenses that they've had to pay back, rather than doing other things like finding work that's more meaningful, more impactful, that really stirs and their spirit and lights up their souls. And if you're not able to have that freedom to make a decision, and young people are saying, you know, happen, that's not for me. I will use the skills that I have, and I'm going to be able to make money without having to spend hundreds of thousands investing in that. So a lot of people are doing lots of things online. They're doing lots of courses online so that they can be able to make money, and they're doing a lot faster than people of my generation and prior. So, having said all of that, it's really time for us to, and I've been harping the same thing over and over and over again because it's very important. It's critical for us to not be so tied to what the norm has been. Going back to the norm prior COVID is not where we want to be. What we want to really do right now is to assess where we are, what has changed, what has shifted, what paradigm really has shifted in life, in business, in the marketplace, and to be able to realign. We don't want to be on the wrong plane. We want to be able to realign as it needs to happen so that we are able to prolong our longevity and our efficiency and relevance in the marketplace. Because otherwise, you become a fossil fuel quicker than you can say full, and then you can't find work, and that's just that. So it is important to make an assessment and also to be willing to adapt. Another thing that I keep on harping is that you need to, if you haven't started your own company yet, you need to start a company, whether you're on the side or otherwise, because a whole bunch of different reasons, including the fact that when you have your company, you are able to make certain decisions financially. There's certain benefits in certain regions, especially tax regions. There's certain benefits. In others, there are less tax benefits because depending on how the tax code is set up. But for certain, you're able to apply a lot of things where taxes are concerned when you have a company rather than, and this is a limited liability company, not a sole proprietorship, not a trading as like your name in your own person, trading as that's what you call a sole proprietorship. I'm talking about a separate legal entity, which is an individual, which is usually called a limited liability company or an LLC in the United States, LTD in the British common law, or in other British territories in the Caribbean like Jamaica, and VBA in the Dutch Caribbean, and in also in the Netherlands. So these are separate entities, NV as well in the Dutch territories. You want to be able to start something even if you're already employed, and do not focus on starting a brick and mortar business unless you've done a lot of research and you're fully capitalized. But I'm not going to go into here for that because I could spend all day on that point alone. My point is for those of you who already have started or who are ready to start, what's very critical is the skills to be able to get booked, sold, and busy in whatever market that you're in. Have you been wondering how it is that you're going to be able to do that? Well, drum roll. I have been working on this challenge, and this challenge is going to go live shortly. We have been working on it after behind the scenes, and it's going to help you no matter what industry, whether you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you are a chef, private chef, restaurateur, professional, chiropractor, lawyer, doctor, Indian, chief. I hope that doesn't offend anybody because that just came from my childhood memories. But whatever role you are playing, whatever your station in life, we are going to be able to get you booked, sold, and busy. You want to get your services booked, you want to get your products sold, and you want to do that in a way that maximizes your efficiency. Because otherwise, if you're not going to be able to scale, then you're always going to be restricted. So getting booked, getting sold, getting busy is integral this time. So I decided to create a 5-day challenge. And I did this because I've been doing this, I've been creating offers for several years in several different industries. And I've had to do a lot of tweaking. I've made a lot of and I realized what some of the things that I noticed excessively in a lot of my research, that there are a lot of people who, a lot of creators even, who have quite a bit of audience but don't have that conversion. You can have people who have, you not can, but there are many, very many persons with audiences in excess of 1 million who actually are struggling to make ends meet. And I'm not talking about living above their means and not being able to meet up with it. I mean, like literally making a very paltry income. Because the fact of the matter is that even as content creators, what people don't recognize is that social media works kind of really funny. You are, unlike traditional media where you would have either bought time and you get that time from the radio or TV station, and then you can resell, or you buy space in a newspaper and then you call it like a supplement, and then you can go resell that space with ads, and that's at a fixed rate, and you can make as much as money as possible from your own sale of ads. What now happens is you are now creating content for free for social media. One, that's one thing. And two, you are building that content, building an audience through that content for free for the social media platform to have eyes, ears locked in, right? An audience. That's two. Three, you are also having to pay social media oftentimes to be able to connect to that audience, because the algorithms don't allow even the people who you have curated in your own community to hear you, because they're always changing. They're always making it more and more difficult. Like this last Instagram change just had a whole bunch of people feeling like, okay, why have my things gone down from people who are having 20 or 30,000 followers barely can get 5 likes on a post, and these are good posts because they're just not being seen. Their material is not being pushed. So you have to do more. You either have to be more outlandish, more raucous, or more, whatever it is, more sensational, so that you can get clickbait. That's where clickbait comes in, right? So that you're just getting people coming in, and it's not because it's necessarily your audience, not because it's tailored, and you just want eyes on you so that you can go viral, which is really contrary to what a professional who wants to really position in a certain kind of way wants to do on social media. If you're just if you are an influencer, and that's your, I won't say if you're just an influencer, but if you're an influencer and your ethos, allows you to, and your brand allows you to just go wild and crazy and do all sorts of things on social media, if you're the beast or whatever, then do that. But if you're not, if you're a doctor trying to be serious and you're going to be having open heart surgery on people, then you're probably not going to want to be doing the most to just be viral, like being crazy and stuff. And you want to be cool, calm, and collected, and for the most part, even though you can show personality and all of those things. So it's not just through social media, not just through content, that you're going to be able to get booked, sold, and busy. You're going to have to be able to apply strategies to make those conversions happen. You're going to have to put things in place. So this is for people who are literally already in business, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, because let me tell you as well, another thing that's really changing in the world of work is that many people who want to be business owners don't necessarily want to have big businesses anymore. Many persons who want to go into business want to have a solopreneurship, in terms of being a one-person company trading up to $5 million US, but doing it as a single employee, and perhaps engaging with other companies, maybe even other solopreneurships, to provide and augment services like taxes, like accounts, and other things that you may need, virtual assistant companies, etc., etc., etc. So if you are in any of those categories, whether you're a professional, content creator, solopreneur, entrepreneur, business owner, you could have a food truck, you could be a chef, you could have quite a few following on Facebook, and this is why I'm actually doing this live on both Facebook, my Facebook page, Chef and Stewart, as well as my personal Facebook page and YouTube, because I really wanted to be able to tap into those people who are content creators and who are just not converting. People are interested in your content, but you're not converting. It's time for you to get booked, sold, and busy. And I've made this challenge so easy, so accessible to everyone, because I want you to be able to see what? I want you to be able, I'm trying to get this thing up, and I don't know what I did with it, but I want you to be able to jump in and to get access to this. And so we're starting it off at really $97. That's all you have to invest. If you want to go into VIP, it's $297. It's just really foolproof 5 solid days of mentorship, 5 solid days of live teaching. It's not an online course that you could just pay for and park. No, it's live tuition where you're going to be able to access the information live. You're going to be joining others, and we're going to be doing this 5 days in the week. It's going to be really, really important for you to join so that you can get booked, sold, and busy. Because listen, I was struggling, especially when I decided to go full-time, having just divorced in a foreign country. Like, how do you go full-time in a business in a foreign country? Literally. Well, I had to, and I did, but I struggled to get booked, sold, and busy. This is why I really have been honing these skills over the past few years and doing a lot of research and a lot of my own trials, and certainly even more errors. As a result of that, I have created a framework that has allowed me to really delve in to get bookings in the best of times and even in the worst of times. And there are lots of things that have to be employed, and lots of mindsets that have to be employed, lots of strategies and frameworks that have to be employed. And so I'm here to be able, I'm here to show you, because this is something I've been teaching to those who have joined me in my live experiences over the past few years, in my life in-person experiences. And no, you can jump in on this by coming into this virtual experience. It is virtual. I'm teaching it online, live, over 5 days. 5 days worth of coaching. So that's 1 hour every day for 5 days. It's going to be really awesome. Come with your questions. Come with whatever state of where you've started your business, where you are, whether it's a product or it's a service. Come armed with all of those things, and let us go in. You're going to get a lot of practice. You're going to get a lot of tools that you're going to have to work on. It's for people who are really ready to either start getting booked, sold, and busy, your products, your services, or people who are ready to scale. So all industries are welcome. All industries are welcome. You don't have to be stuck to one thing. If you have a professional service, if you're a lawyer, for example, but you have another business on the side, come and we'll talk about both of them. So because I'm also meeting a lot of professionals who are realizing the need to have those businesses on the side. I'm not talking about side hustling. It's not just about, oh, let me hustle anything. We're talking about strategically creating things so that you are able to make work that suits your life rather than you trying to fit the life of others. So get booked, sold, and busy. And I'm getting my overlay. That's what I need to get in my overlay. I have something that I want to share with you guys. It is, I was able to do it before. Now I'm not quite certain what happened. Oh, here it is. So this is your way. You can get it in now through that. You can use this QR code. I'm still here. Here I am. You can use a QR code and access right now the page Get Booked, Sold, and Busy in this challenge that is a no-brainer. And do not come alone. Get your friends, get your business partners. It's only $99 for a single general admission entry, and it's $297 for a VIP experience. And with VIP experience, I need to clarify that you get an extra hour, an additional hour every single day. Not only do you get an extra hour every single day, you also get to ask questions live with me. So you want to do that. You want to do that. You want to do either one, whichever one suits you, then that's fine. The VIPs will be able to join via Zoom, and the general admission, you'll be able to join via a private Facebook page created solely for this challenge and for the members to join in the challenge. So this is really what we are about, right? This is really what we are about. There we go. We'll figure it out. So we literally, you have the space for VIP is very short, but I don't want you to feel pressured to come to VIP. It's only an additional hour of training every day for 5 days. And the chance to get live in the Zoom and to also ask your questions and get questions that are relevant to your industry, to your business, to your offers. But what's really very important is If you don't know how to make irresistible offers in this day and age, you're not going to be able to get books sold and busy. And that's what I'm going to really help you to do, using your content, using your knowledge, using your expertise to help you to create irresistible offers that allow you to get booked, sold, and busy. So join the challenge now. Space is limited. Join the challenge now. And please like and share with everyone. It's gonna be all the rave. I've put the I've put the links to join in the comments. And so I look forward to having you on board in this challenge. It's gonna be really, really, really good. At the end of the day, the most important thing is not just creating a business, it's not just having a business, but for that business to be sustainable, you have to be able to generate income. And that's why I'm teaching you all the tricks, the secrets to get booked, sold, and stay busy. Take care. See you next time. I'm Carrie Aaron.